Hello my students. Now I am here to discuss about the Ankiya-Nat. The Ankiya-Nat is a very important and notable theatre in our Indian traditional performing art scenario. In Assam, Anka means drama. Again, we find a resemblance of the Sanskrit term Rupaka with Anka. Anka also refers to episode, not commonly called Nataka, is also drama. Ankiya-Nat, however, is a theatre introduced by Shankaradev with a prime intention to propagate Vaishnavism in the region. He wrote several plays, the theme of which revolved around the stories of Vishnu. In India, at various places, we observe such performances where narratives of Vishnu or Krishna are enacted. Ramlila, Rastila in North India, Jaksagana of Karnataka, Bhagavat Mela of Tamil Nadu, Krishnattam of Kerala, Prahlad Natakam of Odisha. Adding to the same lineage comes the Ankiya-Nat of Assam. Traditionally, Ankiya-Nat was performed in the open air. It is said that the first performance of Ankiya-Nat, called the Cihna Kalitra, was performed in the open to promote the common man. Through this Shankaradev took the initiative to make Krishna themes popular among the mass. This kind of exploiting of the potential of the strength of performing arts is seen all over the India. In the medieval period, the performing art became a tool of propagation of religion, particularly the Vaishnavism. In Assam too, this effort resulted in adopting Vaishnavism as the religion among the mass, and hence this trend was set to sustain the religious belief from generation after generation. Interestingly, the technique of Ankiya-Nat borrowed freely from the then existing folk forms. The Dhulia performance is one of the earliest folk performances seen in Assam. A procession with colorful costume, playing drums, flutes, and singing are the features of Dhulia. The occasion determines the kind of music to be played. Scholars identified certain tunes in the song which has origin to the martial art of the region. The drummers, while playing the drums, execute acrobatic movements. Mass dance is a part of this performance too. Even crude vulgar jokes are often performed for entertainment. This early theatre form has influenced the later forms like Bharya and the Ojapali performance of the region. Bhavariya, the word originated from Bhava. Bhavariya is a person who performs his own compositions extempore. His lyrics instill laughter in the mass, but a trust is unveiled. Truth is unveiled, making the performance a satirical effort. The lyrics are normally secular and dealing with common mass themes. Bhavariya takes 4 to 5 assistants with him to help him in the performance. Scholars are opinion that Bhavariya is a form existing when literary did not exist. Bhavariya influenced the Ojapali performance of Assam. It is said that with the development of literary works lead to Ojapali taking the place of Bhavariya. Here also there is a principal singer called the Ojha, who with his group Pali would perform. There is a chief assistant to the Ojha who is called Dainapali. Dance is the main mode of performance presentation in Ojapali. Here we find the influence of dancing gods like Nataraj and Krishna taking up the theme of the performance. Many Hastamudras are found here for representing the dances of gods. Technique of the Hastamudras are often referred to the text Hastamuktabali. The performance of Deodhani dance is closely linked to the Ojapali songs. Scholars claim that originally the Deodhani dance was accompanied by the lyric of Nataka and could execute movements and poses as described in Nataka. It is the dance of female who would attain a higher level during performance, get trance and fall unconscious. Proper Ojapali music would bring her in consciousness. Anyway, Ojapali performance, particularly the Suknani Ojapali, would have a female Deodhani dancer in troupe. It is for this Ojapali performance that Shankaradev was inspired to give birth of the Assamese drama. It is often argued that the base of the regional drama is from the Rupaka of the Natashastra, but the general name for Assamese drama is Anka, whose character adheres to some extent to the one-act play of the Natashastra. The performance place for Ankiya-Nat is traditionally the Namghar. The area has a roof but is open on the sides. The area of performance and the area where the audience sits is separated by rope. At one end, the Guru Asana is established. This is a sacred place called Manikuta. Here, the religious text, the Bhagavat Purana, is placed. which symbolize the presence of Lord Krishna and the Guru or the teacher. In the opposite of this place, the performance area is marked. The performance area is a narrow corridor in which the actor moves up and down. Usually the corridor is constructed through the middle of the Namgar. The performers enter from the opposite side with ritual based dance movements and approach to the Guru Asana. Often the performers robe in the audience during the recital. The audience sit on the floor, but sometimes they stand at the back too. The performance regularly starts around 9 p.m. and continues till sunrise. There are around 15 performers who are the devotees or the bhakta. They enact the story of Rama and Krishna. Initially, only the men perform, but today the women also take part. The performers wear costumes and ornaments befitting their character. Crowns are specially designed to mark the characters. The musician, however, wear white dress and render attractive orchestral music for the performance. There is a Sutradhar who wears a white long sleeve jacket and a pleated skirt. He has special ornaments and white turban. The Sutradhar is a very important character in Assami drama. He is the stage manager. Unlike the Sutradhar of Sanskrit drama, the Assamese Sutradhar is seen to be present during the entire performance and occasionally recite sloks and lyrics. He is present in the traditional Bhavana performance as well as Ojhapali performance. In the performance area, there is a fireplace, Ognigada, where the performance begins with intricate ritual drum play, songs and dance. The songs are mostly the healing of Krishna. The Sutradhar comes out from the curtain behind, and many times his entrance is highlighted by fireworks. The dance continues. The Sutradhar's dance can be described as a dignified affair, and he moves on to offer prayers at the Mani Kuta, at the main Kuta. He then introduces the play that is going to be performed and concludes with the relevant song. Now from behind a red curtain, Krishna would appear and dance towards the main kund. This signals the beginning of the drum. The drum continues without any break. In between, Sutradhar comes in to explain and narrate the story's continuity and thus fills up the gap. This is a very special feature of Ankiya-Nat. Scholars opine that total performance differs considerably from the tradition of the Sanskrit theatre. Many folk elements are added to the performance, which are generally not taken in by Sanskrit dramas. Because of this depiction of the daily course into the drama become very popular. Also, songs and dance were included that serve the entertainment aspect of the drama. In the drama, many non-human characters are often included. For this, masks and models are constructed. Sometimes, at least 15 feet tall figures are made from bamboo and paper mache to symbolize demons. Men wear masks of monkeys, snakes, bears, and birds for characters in the play. The message in the performance highlights the good after depicting a conflict between good and the evil. Such combination of story, dance, music, props and mask drums play extremely attractive to mass, and thus Shankardeva's Neo-Vaishnavite movement was a great success. This is the description of a traditional performance. But on stage, the performance is tailored according to the environment thereof. But there is no change in the theme and even in some of the ritualistic process. Shankardev is believed to be the father of the Assamese drama. The primary distinctiveness of this play can be said to be the play's highlight Krishna theme. The language used is the Brajabuli. The orchestra is unique and Sutradhara plays a key role in taking the drama forward. There is no division of act and even no break during performance. So, Ankiya-Nat is often referred as one act play. Dialogues are important because this can be included as a very important creation is Assamese literature in Assamese literature. The delivery of dialogue and lyrics also follow a rhythm, use of props and mask for non-human character. Shankaradev was the mastermind in the formation of the Assamese drama in the medieval age. He wrote the plays, conceived the presentation techniques that would not only rear the devotional aspect of Vaishnavism, but also improve and update presentations of drama. For this, he trained the participant from musicians, dancers to actors. He even devised the props and masks taking clue from those used in the then prevailing folk tradition. The creatively witness in the making of the plot and attending the zenith through action and presentation were very skillfully worked out, and hence this become the uniqueness of Ankiya-Nat. His plays are based on the mythology of Indian literature. Cihna Kalitra. This is the first drama of Shankaradev. It was performed in the first decade of the 16th century. The interesting feature of this drama was the painted scenes which showed the 7 Vaikunthas or 7 heavens of a Vaishnavite devotee. It is believed that Shankardev learned painting from a saint. He himself painted the sceneries, taking the description of Vaikuntha from the description in the Vaishnava text. The description of this performance is found in Shankar Charita and of Ramcharan Thakur. It is described that Shankardev himself acted in the play as a presiding over the 7 Vaikuntha, while he selected 5 actors to preside over 5 Vaikunthas, and his disciple Rama presides over the 6. 6 boys dressed as Lokhi offered lotus garlands to each of the Vaikunthas. Shankardev wrote a total of 6 plays. Damana in 1518, Padni Prasada 1521, Kaligopala 1540, Rukmini Harana, Parijat Haranam, Rāma Vijoya in 1568. Kali Damana. Shankardev wrote this drama in Barodara in 1518. It is said that on request of Jagatananda, who was the devotee as well as a rich man, Shankaradev's play were initiated for performance. Jagatananda bore all the costs of this production. The story of this play is in Vishnu Purana, Harivangsha Purana and Bhagavat Purana. The rasas or the sentiment in this episode are Vayanaka or terrible, Karuna or pathos, and Adbhuta or wonder. The popular episode of taming the serpent Kali, this is the base of this performance. But another episode of clamping down the forest fire is added to this presentation. Shankardev combined these two phenomena together to add to the dramatic aspects of the play. There are quite a lot significant episodes in the play. The first one exhibits that the friends of the Krishna or the cowherd boys gather near a lake Kalindi and dance. After the play, they go to the lake Kalindi to drink some water. As they drink, they fall unconscious due to the poison in water. In the play, this is treated as a climax. Krishna now appears in the performance and brings life in his friends and gives assurance of protection. By this act, it is communicated to the audience that Krishna is a protector, and by having faith in him, mankind would benefit in every respect. In the next episode, Krishna dives into the river where looks for serpent Kali. Krishna now gets into a combat and defeats the gigantic serpent Kali. The following episode portrays the lamentations of the Gopas. At one point, Krishna tames 1,000 hooked snake and dances on its hood, and then release him to go away to a far away land. Generally, this episode is narrated by the Sutradhar, who also act the incident. Generally, it seems that with the dance on the hoods, the drama comes to an end. But actually, it continues as Brojavasi or the residents of Brojo decide to celebrate the occasion. So they gather and plan to stay the night with him. Suddenly, a fire breaks. The unexpected incident in drama again triggers a tension among the spectators. Krishna is again and saves their life. The unfolding of the two incidents as drama has two different approaches. In the first, where Krishna controls the demon spirit serpent Kali and character of might and force of God is highlighted, but during the control of fire, swiftness and promptness of God's ability is stressed upon. Now the supernatural power of Krishna is narrated by Sutradhar and the mysticism is established. Another story is Padni Prasada, the story from Bhagavat Purana. The prevailing ras or sentiment is Adbhut or wonder. The story starts with the herding of the cows by Krishna and his friends. As his friends are hungry, Krishna sent them to the Brahmins who are engaged in sacrifice and rites. The Brahmins, proud to be knowledgeable person, refuse the boys and dismiss them for disturbing them. When the boys came back to Krishna, he sent them to the wives of the Brahmins. The wives in turn were overwhelmed to learn that Krishna had come. They immediately went to meet him with sweets. Though initially the Brahmin was disregarding the Lord, but later they also joined their wives in the worship. The participation of boys in this play is a unique feature of Padni Prasada. Reduplication and parallelism are feature of this play. Kali Gopala. The story is inspired from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, the rose dominate here is Shringara. On the full moon night, Krishna plays his flute and the milkmaid come out of their houses to engage themselves in the divine sport of Leela. The maidens become proud as Krishna has come himself for the sport with these women. Realizing that, Krishna leaves them with a particular maiden. Later, he leaves this particular maiden too, as she also developed pride for being in close concert to Krishna. But later this maiden realize their fault and hence correct themselves. Krishna reappear again and the Ras Leela continues. This play is particularly interesting for the inclusion and the description of nature. The vivid description evolves the mood of the story, the elaboration of the Ottoman scripts, the note for the arousing of the sentiments here. The Kunja, where the Krishna and Gopi meet, is also detailed with minute point. Shankardev puts in the incident of combat of Krishna and Shankhachuda in this play. Shankhachuda is a villain character here. He tries to snatch a maiden from the Rajmandal. Krishna kills him and becomes the rescuer of the maiden. Krishna is again portrayed as a savior of the mankind. Rukmini Harana is another episode. This is a story in Vishnu Purana, Harivangsha Purana and Bhagavat Purana. Shankar primarily follows the Harivangsha but puts in some incident from Bhagavat Purana too. The story runs thus: the races here are Veer and heroic and singer or love. Messengers sing to Krishna about the beautiful lady of Kundin, the daughter of Vidya-mitra. She is Rukmini. Hearing the minstrel Krishna wanted Rukmini to be his wife. In another incident at Kundin, Rukmini hears about Krishna and falls in love. But Rukmini's brother Rugma instead said that Rukmini should get married to the prince of Shishupal. Hearing this, Rukmini sends her dear friend with a letter to Krishna to come and save her. On the wedding day, Krishna arrived at Kundin. Rukmini went for worship of goddess Bhavani in the temple and comes back at the reception place. Krishna comes in a chariot, takes her by hand, puts her on the chariot and abducts her. Shishupal and his accompanying people come from rescue, but Krishna defeats them. Rugma also tries to stop them when Krishna intends to kill him, but with request from Rukmini, he leaves Rugma. The marriage is celebrated in Dwaraka. This is the story of that episode. Another episode is Parijat Haranam. The story is from Vishnu Purana, Bhagavat Purana and Harivangsha Purana. The rasa here is Veer. The story says that Narad brings a Parijat flower from heaven and gives it to the Krishna. Krishna very lovingly put it in the hair of his consort Rukmini. Narad instantly sent this message to the other wife of Krishna, Satyabhama. Satyabhama gets jealous and very angry. To pacify her, Krishna promised to bring the Parijat tree from heaven for her. Krishna visited the place of Indra for an encounter with Narakasur. After the victory, he along with Satyabhama was returning when Satyabhama saw the Parijat tree. But Indra refused to give the tree of the heaven to the world. After a fight with Indra, Krishna grabbed the tree and planted in Satyabhama's garden. Another episode is important, that is Rāma Vijoya. This is an episode from Ramayana. This incident is in Agni Purana also. Shankardev has added many subtle incidents in this play to bring out the heroic deed of Rama. The story starts with the request of Vidya-mitra to Dasara to take Rama and Lakshman to save the sacrifice ceremony of the saint. Rama very boldly resists the demons that came to destroy the ceremony proceedings. After this, Vidya-mitra takes Ram and Lakshmana to Mithila. A Swayamvar Sabha was on. Therefore, the selection of the bridegroom for Sita, the daughter of King Janaka. At this point, Shankaradev introduced a voice of fortune which declared that Ram and Sita are destined to get married. Janak announced that however could break the bow of Shiva will get hands of Sita. The princes gathered in the Swayamvar could not leave the bow, but Ram could break it into two. A fierce fight continues as the princes gathered there attack Ram in union. This part is again in an addition from the part of Shankaradev. Anyway, celebration of marriage continue and Ram along with Sita now goes back to Ajodhya. On the way back, Parashuram, the disciple of Shiva, attacks him for breaking his master's bow. Parashuram is defeated and it is said that Rama's arrow blocked his path to the heaven. This is also an incident not found in Ramayana, but used by Shankaradev to highlight the heroic deeds of Rama. From the above described plays of Shankaradev, one can see the plays are constructed with a motive making Krishna and Ram popular among the masses. The heroic deeds of these deities as well as their love for people are highlighted at every level. Moreover, dramatic sequences are composed in every play so that people are engrossed in the drama. The victory of truth is hailed in every drama. After such tense sequence comes Krishna, which is help in forming the truth on the good God. The languages used are ordinary ones which have helped in communicating the idea to ordinary people. Thus we see that following the medieval theatre trend, Shankardev too spoke of divine power, moral issues and victory of truth with elimination of evil.